What's up, everyone? You're listening to Breeze Shooters, the show that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between. I'm your host, Lou, joined by my good friend and co-host, Chris.
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing?
And on the 1 and 2s, we normally have Will here, but Will's not with us today. He's handling some meetings, taking his podcast to the next level.
Whoa. He's not hit.
Yo,
he just started 2 weeks ago, Louis.
You don't accumulate time like that?
No, not yet. Not yet.
You know, we really got to look into, our benefits and shit. Do we even have benefits?
No. Now you mentioned it too much. No. He's an intern. He doesn't get no pay, no nothing.
So no workers' comp?
No, nothing. He's just here for his experience. For the experience of the
I don't even know if the other kid has experience.
No. He's acquiring experience as an intern.
Okay.
We don't pay. We don't give him nothing. We just by us giving him this platform for him to work on, it's more than enough.
So he should be thanking us.
100%. He might even should be paying us in some way or form.
Chris, that's why I hang out with you.
I
never see that angle.
Nah, so you guys. I'm Jason Bourne. I walk into the room. I'm looking at all the angles, Louis.
You said Jason Bourne.
Jason Bizarre.
Oh my god. So what's going on, Chris? How's everything, man? What you been up to?
Everything's quiet. Everything's good, man. I've been trying to, get my health back in order.
No, I hear that, man.
I'm trying. No, I'm not trying. I don't like, there's a couple of words I've been
trying to stay clear of?
Yeah. I want to eliminate certain words out of, motherfucker.
This is why Willie serves his purpose.
Hold on. Just pull, yeah. Guys, a little bit. Yeah, no. Okay, just pull this. Pull where your foot, where your hand is at, Lou. Pull that off the wall and go behind the thing, and there you go, buddy. Easy.
That's called move the table.
That's Chinese. That's Chinese craftsmanship. You gotta be careful with that shit. No. Don't do that. That's what they teach you that in shop class. You never pull the cord like that. Oh, he's pulling the cord. Oh my god. There we go.
This bitch don't want to die.
All right. Oh my god.
I apologize, people, for the technical difficulties. Chris's fucking water fountain is still running.
There's no technical difficulties. It's my Zen. You're fucking with my Zen, Louis.
Zen?
All right. You have to carry the load, Buddha.
Welcome back, everybody.
We never left. What are you talking about, welcome back?
We left mentally. We weren't there, but you were talking about your health.
Yes.
You don't like to say you're trying to get healthy.
There's a couple of words. I'm trying to eliminate from my vocabulary. Can't. I want to get rid of that one.
Salad.
No. Salad is. I got rid of salad a long time ago. Try. No, you don't want to try. You want to do. You get these words out of your head, and you actually, believe it or not, it's. You speak stuff into existence.
No, you're absolutely
so you
right.
start saying try and on this, and it just becomes procrastinating. And I'm a master procrastinator.
Are you really? I could.
I can't believe that word came out so smooth.
You're a fool. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm a master procrastinator, man. That's horrible. And it's horrible that I'm saying it. Well, I've you know how
I think acknowledging is the first step. Right?
Yeah, just like the alcoholics.
So, whoa.
Yeah.
As we look into our white Russians, they're keto approved white Russians.
Oh my god!
Just for everyone out there, easy there. There's no CPR in this place. We just let motherfuckers die. We'll roll you outside.
The keto hit me.
So what I was saying earlier, like everyone knows, Chris is doing his keto diet. He's down. He's losing weight. What are you down? About 20-something pounds now?
No, I'm actually since when I started. Let me look at my board. I got a progress board, people. I started at 330, and I'm down to 285. 285.
Congratulations, brother. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I got to say, Chris has motivated me. This is going to be my first week trying keto, and it's not that bad. It's actually, if you prep and give yourself time, the food is actually delicious, and
you don't feel like
I'm
you're
excited.
sacrificing.
Exactly. Like today, during my meal prep, I had eggs with sausage patties, and the way I had it and the way I did it, that kept me content all the way to about maybe 1 o'clock.
That's fucking awesome.
And it was to a point where I wasn't even really hungry at 1 o'clock, but I'm just eating because, like I told you before, my windows. I want to get my window in before 6:30, 7 o'clock.
But that's a mistake. Don't eat if you're not hungry. Don't eat. Only eat where you got. Follow your. The human body is a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful machine. So only eat when you're hungry. Like we were talking about earlier. Problem with us Americans, I'm going to say Americans, is that we eat because we're bored, out of boredom. No.
Routine habit.
You don't know. Eat when you're hungry, and make sure that what you're putting in your body is real food.
So, Chris, the question that I gotta ask you is:
yes, the sex is much better.
What? That's where it was all this time, huh?
It was in the weight. You lose the weight, the sex improves. Man.
I can imagine the stamina.
Nigga, you see, my bedroom has mirrors wall to wall.
Yeah.
I just
people. Chris is a freak. He's a freak.
I just try. Listen, I look at my girl told me the other day. Listen, what you looking at? I'm looking at myself, baby.
I always wonder why there was Tabasco sauce at the entrance of the door. I said, "Yo, Chris, what are you trying to attract here? You know,
I keep it hot."
All I think is the R. Kelly joint with the honey love.
Don't mention R. Kelly. Don't mention R. Kelly.
Oh man,
they'll knock us out before we even get started.
No, absolutely, yeah. We're not condoning his behavior.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker.
So let's see what's going on in the world. Chris, did you hear the story about Snoop Dogg over at Kansas?
You know what, Lou? I have, just because I don't want to waste your time. I'm one of those people who don't watch the news.
Okay. You are the news.
At the end of the day, if it's important enough, it's gonna be, it's gonna be out there. We're gonna hear it somewhere or another. The news is most of the news is negative stuff. I'm trying to stay away from negative stuff, and I know if you don't, it's like Denzel had a great quote. Denzel said, "If you watch the news, you're misinformed. If you don't watch it, you're not informed."
Wow.
I only follow big people, Lou. Big people.
No, Chris.
Shout out to Denzel.
Chris, my advice to you is, when the shit hits the fan and they're telling everybody to evacuate and you're still in your house because you don't fucking know, and be like, damn, you should have really paid attention.
You ever heard that joke with black people? You see one person run and everybody runs, but white people go, wait a minute, what's going on over there?
Wow, you change your voices on me too.
I'm learning. So if I see people running, I'm gonna run, and then I'll ask questions later.
Absolutely.
So I don't really have to watch the news. But no, go ahead.
All right. So Snoop Dogg apparently did a concert over in Kansas, and
Kansas,
for Kansas College, and this news is from the Chicago WGN. It says rapper Snoop Dogg is reacting to backlash over his performance last week at Kansas University, which included pole dances. So apparently there was some miscommunication between his management team and the school administrative staff.
What?
They didn't understand. They apparently, Snoop's team had told the school administration, "Hey, is it okay if we have entertainers?"
Of course.
And I guess the school received that as, just regular like backup dances.
Oh no, but that's the school's fault. Entertainers, listen.
No, I've been to a Snoop Dogg concert. Have you ever been to a Snoop Dogg concert?
I've been to a strip club.
No, you've been to a strip club. They weren't probably playing Snoop. They weren't playing Snoop, I'll tell you that.
But the school is the one that's at fault there, because entertainers. At the end of the day, these strippers, these dancers, these pole dancers, however you want to call them, they're entertainers. So
that's what happened. He said entertainers. The poles came out. Girls were dancing up and down the poles.
Nice.
Of course. Yeah, hey, listen. Hey. I know most of the college kids were happy, but there was a good portion of them that were upset. But according to Snoop's team, it says, "We made it clear to the entertainers managers that we expect a..." Oh, I'm sorry. This is the school's version. "We made it clear to the entertainers managers that we expected a clean version of the show and took additional steps to communicate to our fans, including moving the artists to the final act of the evening to ensure that no basketball basketball activities will be missed if anyone did not want to stay for his show. So, this is a situation where she says, he says, but I think in this day and age,
all I'm thinking
you got to do a little more research and find out.
Did he get paid?
Oh, he has to get
all
paid.
Right, so
he performed.
At the end of the day, fuck what the Kansas people think.
Kansas University.
University.
The Jayhawks, yeah. But I don't know. I just think things are blown out of proportion. Listen, in this day and age, you're going to really tell me that that's really so offensive to have... And they could have been college student, Chris. How many girls are trying to pay off that tuition?
I'm pretty sure I'm supported a lot of college, in my lifetime. I don't do it anymore, babe, just in case you're listening.
You look like a big sponsor.
See, I find this so ignorant, because at the end of the day, how many hip-hop artists that won't bring their show, their music, their lyrics? It's all so like I find it so stupid. Like Snoop Dogg. I'm getting Snoop Dogg. He's a big weed advocate and
don't forget about that. The whole pimp thing. He was real big behind promoting the whole Don Juan thing, going into the pimp conventions.
How am I gonna? All right, yeah, I'm gonna get Snoop to do a concert. Contract him or whatever, and then I'm gonna be surprised with what. Come on, man! You know what he brings to the table, and he's known for it, and he's good at what he does. So that was just that. You know what it is? That was probably a couple of stuck-up alumni that didn't like it, and they.
Oh my God! What's happening here?
I can't believe it. This Negro.
Hey, John, you don't got singles.
And then they made it so in order for the university to. What is it? Keep safe face. They
probably were cool with it, but of course they have to. Like
this is shit. This is why I don't watch the news, because this is just stupid shit.
Oh yeah,
this is ridiculous shit. Yeah. Let's get to some more serious stuff, Louis.
All right, serious stuff. You said serious. All right, that brings you to New York City. Chinatown.
Whoa,
homeless guy went on a killing spree.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he killed several homeless people. This is according to the CNN. The suspect in Saturday's fatal attacks on sleeping homeless men in Manhattan, Chinatown neighborhood, has been charged with 4 counts of murder, according to the NYPD detectives. The suspect was identified as 24-year-old Randy Rodriguez Santos,
of course,
who is homeless, police say. Santos, who said he has been arrested at least 6 other times, has also been charged with attempted murder and unlawful possession of marijuana.
Oh, this motherfucker was just an aggressive human being.
Yeah, Santos was arraigned in New York City court Sunday and held without bail.
He sounds Puerto Rican.
I don't know.
No. Read his name again, Louis.
So his name is Randy Rodriguez Santos. Maybe.
I know you're trying to put that, ever since you moved to the suburbs, you've changed, You've changed, but you're trying to put that spin in it. Listen, look, I just hope he's not Puerto Rican.
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters to me.
He's Latino. That's bad. That's bad either way, man.
I'm very proud of my race. I'm trying to protect my race.
But, so...
For some reason you said Chinatown. I thought it was the Chinese that went crazy.
No. So check this out. He goes on this killing spree. Today on the drive into work, I hear that one of the guys that was asleep and got attacked, murdered, wasn't even fucking homeless. His son, they were interviewing his son, and he said that his dad, I don't know, for whatever reason, was sleeping in that general area, but the guy has a house, has a job. I don't know why he was sleeping where this incident.
That's really weird.
I just found it real crazy. I heard that, but that's insane. This guy just picked up some type of metal pipe or something and started bashing these people's brains in, and he killed 4 people.
See, that's another thing. You said he had a record.
He did have a record. He did.
Attempted murder.
He had attempted murder was on his sheet. But you know what, Chris? Though people do make mistakes, man. You do make mistakes.
I can't relate to that.
I look at you.
I can't relate.
I look at you. Thank God for the 3-strike rule.
Yo, Lou, I told you a couple of weeks ago. You keep bringing
Well,
up
I
my
could be
past.
talking baseball.
No. We all know we're talking about the guy's record. You keep bringing up my past, Louis. I pay my debt to society. I'm good. I'm free.
You sound born again.
No. Because I almost am.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
That's
sad. It's sad and crazy.
I wanted to ask you. You hear a story like this, right? De Blasio, dude's trying to run for president, and he's trying to do all these other ventures. Do you think he's neglecting the city? Because I'll tell you one thing. When Giuliani was here, I even think Bloomberg, but Bloomberg, it might have been just a trickle effect from Giuliani. The homelessness wasn't bad. Chris, you go Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, there's homeless people all over the city now.
Well,
I mean, they've always been there, but I mean, it hasn't been to this level. It's really bad.
It's bad?
It's bad.
You know what? I know Giuliani cleaned up the city really good.
Yeah, he dropped them off in Jersey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was shipping them off in Jersey, dropping them off.
So, but I think this is something that I don't know if he's neglecting. I wouldn't say that, but what I would say is that the solutions are out there. Is that nobody's putting them in play or nobody's just following through.
Gotcha.
You know,
I'll tell you one of the problems too. A lot of these homeless people, and it hurts me to say this, they rather be in the streets. Because it's a mental state of mind where they want to be sort of careless.
Yeah,
they just want to be careless. They don't want to have to worry about anything. And I think that's just maybe grinding it out their whole lives. And now, like, listen, I just gave up. My hands gave up. A buddy of mine who works for the fire department over in Brooklyn in Midwood. Right over there's a huge shelter. Shelter center where the homeless people go. It's so bad in there in terms of the politics and the thugs running it that the homeless people won't even go in there, Chris. Is
really?
That serious? Yo, when you go in there's rules and there's guys that run that joint and you gotta call for money. It's a serious world. There's the underbelly of that world over there is serious.
Yeah, but see,
and the guards are even in the fix because they gotta get their cut.
And there's the problem.
Yeah,
there lies the problem. Like I got no problem. Like I said, you know, regarding that, I think there's enough funding for sure. People that pay taxes like yourself.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I'm pretty sure that all these taxes, there's money and there's funding to get these shelters up and running the proper way. And what you do is, instead of, you know, maximize on the city workers or police or whatever, however you want to call it, and start cleaning up these homeless. And if you see them, tag them, you know, like I hate to say tag them, but you know, and you let them know. And if their mental state is not where they're supposed to be, then get them the help that they need and get them on the proper. But basically, what they're doing is out of sight, and not even out of sight, out of mind. You know, I'm not gonna deal with that, whatever. And then something like this happens. I don't know, a few years back, we're gonna go back. Wow, I'm gonna go back like 12, 14 years. The homeless dude that hit somebody with a brick. You remember that? He killed somebody with a brick in the city?
I did remember. Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure, if not half, close to half of these people have mental issues. Let's address them. Let's put them where they need to be put, and you keep the public safe. But by just leaving them do what they got to do, it's ridiculous. You know, and the thing is, I know there's money out there. There's money out there. I know that there's the funding is out there, you know, but nobody, like I said, everybody's looking out for themselves.
But I'm sorry to cut you off, Chris, but I think you're right in terms of the funding. I don't know how much is dedicated to that because mental health hasn't really come to the surface until the last, I say maybe 5 years, where more people are talking about it. And it's even the good thing now is that people are coming out and they're like, hey, I have issues.
Issues.
And so it's once you start seeing that effect where people could be honest and have those type of conversations, then I think the funding will be generated, and we could start working with people that have these issues. Like a big advocate and a promoter of mental health was Ron Artest, Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
And he said he struggled with it for years. Like he was, even when he had all that money. I read this sports article one time that when he was in Indiana, Chris, this guy's situation was fucking insane. In the back of his big house, first of all, he had all his boys living with him. He had a lot of boys living with him, and in the back of his house, he had like a shed area, right? That was compartments, and the guy had 20, 30 dogs. And the reporter said when he went into his house, it smelled like shit. Because you just had dogs, they were running amok all over the place. And it's like, you gotta, at that point, you gotta ask yourself, this guy, is he all right?
How did see, this is what I'm saying. And you can't say he slipped through the cracks. It was that nobody, you telling me that nobody in high school saw that he had an issue? Nobody in college saw he had an issue?
No, but
nobody
Chris,
in the NBA saw he had an issue?
But think about when you were a kid. What will you do when one of your boys is crazy? You just laugh at all. He's just buck wild, and you learn to you learn to deal with him. And he kind of learned how to manage it.
I'm not talking about his boys. His boys are getting something out of it. He's taking care of his boys. I'm talking about the system itself. That's what pisses me off. That's why I don't believe in the system. And like I said, people complain about the system. The system ain't broke. The system was built this way. You got to find a way to navigate through the system and use it to your advantage. But a person like this, talented, an athlete, minority, and you telling me that in high school, his teachers, his high school basketball coach didn't notice there was something off with him? You look at him. You look at our test before he does anything. There's something off with this motherfucker.
But I don't have all the specifics. I don't know if maybe if he was in special ed and he's treated differently, or maybe if it was more one-on-one.
Regardless,
no, I'm saying so. Technically speaking, if a kid is in special needs,
okay,
and he's getting that attention, then what? How can you argue that the city's doing their part and they're attending to the situation? But I feel you though. It's something that maybe should have brought.
This is one of the things that and not to get you have to. I'm not an advocate of medication, but. If there's a means to an end, we especially going back to the homeless people, and because to be homeless, I think, we all go into droughts and ruts and have highs and lows, some harder than others, but to be homeless and choose to be homeless, there's something loose.
There's something wrong there.
I'm not gonna say a screw is missing, but there's a screw loose, and maybe a little medication might just get you to perform within society the proper way. I get emotional.
But Chris, keep in mind though, a good percentage of homeless people were normal folks, and then something just snapped or clicked later on in their lives, which caused them to change their way. My drink, my drink here, which is a White Russian, is down to the bottom.
God,
so we're gonna take a little intermission here to refuel our drinks. We'll be right back. Chris, so you got the drink now?
Yeah, it's good.
You need more ice or?
You want? I can get you. We're good right now. You need more ice? No. Listen, the super coffee protein with MCT oil. This is the shit, Lou.
So yeah, that's
mocha. Is it mocha or mocha?
Mocha. Wait, I like mocha better. You walk into say, hey, let me get some fucking mocha.
It has more. They listen to you.
So we're back, everybody. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, we're sipping on some White Russians, but with
keto-friendly White Russians.
Yeah. So if you go on, if you Google Bullet White Russians,
bulletproof
White Russians. Even though we're not doing it the bulletproof style, we're using super.
Once again, it's the same thing.
We're using what's that? Keto.
It's Keto, but
the Keto super coffee.
Yeah. This is it's the same. If you compare, I don't like when you question. If you compare what you brought, your super coffee, to this is gonna be better.
Chris, I'm a strickler.
A stickler, all right.
I'm a stickler for the rules, Chris.
Okay.
All right. It said get the bullet coffee, right?
Yeah.
Mocha vanilla. So what I did, I buy one of each.
You know-
and then it said to get premium rum.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm getting premium Puerto Rican rum.
You know what the problem is? You just said you're a stickler for the rules. That makes you a sheep. You got to be careful.
And you're a wolf.
I'm a fucking alpha.
You're an alpha.
I'm a fucking wolf, Lord.
What do you call a killer sheep?
A killer sheep? Oh, a killer sheep is that's kind of tough. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
I went to speak to it was in my dream, but I went because I want to go deep to the Amazon jungle, Louis.
Really? This is like the third week you mentioned the Amazon.
No.
Dude,
this is something.
You ever been to the Yunque in Puerto Rico?
Nigga, I slept there for 17 days.
You're full of shit. You know how unpleasant the Yunque was? It's beautiful.
Yeah, for you. For a survivor man like me? No.
I'm not going to lie, Chris.
Bear Grylls, nigga.
So, anybody that's never been to Puerto Rico, if you go to Puerto Rico, you got to go to this the rainforest over there, which is called the Yunque. It is paradise. However,
hey, be careful how you speak about Puerto Rico, Louis. I'm very sensitive.
However, the mosquitoes that come out of there that bite your ass are like fucking flying tarantulas. You had the tarantula drink, that's why you fucking like this shit. Or tarantula weed, whatever the fuck you had.
Whoa! That was off air.
But it's a beautiful place to visit. Once you make it through the trek, which is I think the smallest one was about 3-4 miles. They have different journeys that you could take.
We can't have this conversation because you did the tourist route. I did the island route. That's what I did.
I was dropped off by helicopter, Chris. Parachute.
There hasn't been a parachute made to hold you, so you need to relax.
I walked into that. Go ahead.
We have to be credible when we speak on the
you're
podcast.
Right.
Our listeners deserve the best.
We can abuse this platform.
Deserve the best. So in my dream, I'm deep in the Amazon jungle.
Sounds like a comedy already, but go ahead.
It's not a comedy, man. It's spiritual stuff. This is the problem, Louis. Everything you think because I talk, everything is funny. You know, there's certain things. My dreams are not stand-up shows. They're really dreams that mean stuff.
Can you just raise your hand then when you're going to tell me you're going to be serious? So
I don't have to do that.
Let me suppress some of this.
So I had a dream, and I'm deep in the Amazon jungle, and I meet a shaman. A shaman is. Do you know what a shaman is, Louis?
Yeah, we went over this last week.
I'm sorry because I got so much information. I got a lot of information, Louis.
I got all these voices in my head.
They all talk to me at the same time. And which is some people might call him a witch doctor. He's a spiritual doctor.
Gotcha.
Right.
I'm a Native American Indian, so I do want.
Here we go again with that. You need to bring me those papers. I don't believe you, Louis.
I'll show you once we're done. I will go online.
No. I need hard copies. I don't online.
That's the reason why I wasn't accepted into the society. I didn't have the hard copies to furnish. But however, Christopher, on with your story.
So I'm deep in the Amazon jungle, and I see the spiritual doctor. I don't like the shaman. I don't like to call them witch doctors. I see the shaman, and he speaks to me, and just the good thing about these, you need to find within yourself. And if I seem incoherent, it's because I totally lost where I was going with this.
It's all right. So you have
El Yunque.
El Yunque.
El Yunque. It's not El Yunque. You see, ever since you moved to the good part.
Not Yunque.
El Yunque.
How do you say yucca?
Yucca?
Yucca.
Yucca is two different things.
No. I'm saying the Y.
Yeah, the Y.
Yucca.
All right.
Yunque.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go.
All right.
Go on with your story.
Like,
I was gonna fuck you up.
I just fucking lost 30 seconds of my life right now.
Chris, stop taking my line. Stop taking my fucking. You're not for me. Is this rum hitting? I don't know. Maybe it's the calorie deficit.
You started keto, so you might be a little bit on the light side.
Oh God.
So
you're in the Yunque.
I'm in the Yunque. No, I spent 17 days in the Yunque. By the way, we're gonna get back to that later.
Okay.
But in my dream, I'm in the Amazon, and he gave me this leaf this concoction of leaves to chew on, and I chewed on them, and it was amazing. So now I'm thinking I want to find out what those leaves were.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
Because
there's probably an app for you.
No, there's no apps that you know what the problem is, Lou. The problem with society today is that.
Chris, forget about society, Chris.
No.
You've been on this go hard, I'm trying to find this next high. Listen, brother.
I find the high every morning. When
you want a high? I'm going to give you a high.
Oh, here we
you ready?
Go. I don't want to eat.
No. You want? I'm going to give you two perfect ideas for highs.
All right, go ahead.
Bungee jumping, one.
Okay.
That's a high, my brother, that I don't think any drug could give you.
All right. That's a drug.
Second one, jumping out of a plane.
Okay, skydiving.
Skydiving. That's the second high that you could get, my friend, that
all right.
No drug will give you.
But you understand that both things that you just mentioned is just adrenaline.
Yeah.
That's the high you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I could get the adrenaline by
Tell me.
Crossing the street when
But you got to leave your house
naked.
to do that, though. You got to leave your house to do that.
It's adrenaline. I gotta run. It's adrenaline. I gotta run.
Hop me.
No. It's not about looking. See, this is the problem with you, Lloyd, and this is what I'm talking about. When we see ourselves from the inside out. Wait a minute.
Or from the outside in.
From the outside in.
Gotcha. I think your drink is hitting too now. Go ahead. Go.
Then you realize how minuscule we are in this great universe.
Yo, Chris, you let me know when I hit that stop button because I'm. All right, Chris.
So go back to Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
I lost.
We started you in this whole rabbit hole down Puerto Rico. We were talking about gambling in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
And you, my friend, have some experience at the casino. First of all, what casino you go to? I do Wyndham. And what's the other fucking spot I go to?
Wait, Wyndham and Fajardo, you talking about?
No.
Isla
Verde, but I think it's something else now. I think it's,
They change the names every time.
What's the one-letter hotel? Is it the W?
It's W.
I think the Wyndham turned into the W.
Yeah,
or something
probably.
like that. But Chris, phenomenal hotel. Everything's fucking mahogany wood. It's beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Is there poker?
Yeah.
What? There was poker.
You go in the lobby area. As soon as you go through the lobby area, is a grand dance floor. Right? No. Past the lobby area, you have this grand dance floor where you have a stage for performers on your right. On your left, you have a long, beautiful mahogany bar. Past that, it's the lobby's never ending in terms of just walking straight out. Past the dance floor, then you have your casino, which is it's decent. It's pretty big. I went there. They had at the time they had 3 poker tables, and we're talking maybe 15 years ago. I went.
You see,
and that's when poker was really popping.
Where I went was the San Juan Hotel and Casino, and
that's the old San Juan.
No, it's in Isla Verde too.
Oh, okay.
That's Isla Verde. It's real close to a Chili's. I remember a Chili's being.
I love that you use food franchises as Marcus.
Listen, I was lost. That was the time I was lost, and I haven't played poker in Puerto Rico in a while, but when I did play, I found it amazing how the moneymaker effect. The Chris Moneymaker effect. Remember when Chris Moneymaker
was all over the world, though.
It's ridiculous how poker blew up. ESPN started televising it more, and the funny part about it is that I go to Puerto Rico and I was already a set poker player. I already knew, my identity as a poker player. I knew what I played, what I didn't play, and so it was just so I walk in.
Okay.
And I already, I'm ready to play. I'm ready, the premium hands. Ace King.
So you're gonna play tight.
I'm gonna play premium hands because I believe I'm a passive aggressive player. So what I do is I play conservative till I read the table, which normally takes me about 10, 15 minutes.
You think that quick, man?
I do it quick because it depends how loosey-goosey the table is. So, and also, me, I'm a very talkative person. So by talking to people, you could tell also, like more or less what the type of style is. So what happens? I'm playing and I think I at one point I folded pre-flop. I fold because it was about pre-flop for you people out there that don't know the terminology in poker. Pre-flop is
first three
cards on the community flop, on the community cards that come out in the table. So pre-flop, I had a small pocket pair. I think it was pocket threes, if I'm not mistaken. Pocket threes, pocket fours. Shout out to Juju, pocket threes.
That rat bastard.
So you want to limp in with a small pocket pair, which so I limp in. Then I get a raise, a re-raise. By the time it comes up to me, it was they had three betted. They have raised three times, so I fold. Honestly, I'm thinking,
they got monsters.
They got monsters. Kings, tens, aces, whatever.
And it looks like you were out of position anyway.
I was definitely out of position. Even in position, I was still limp in. Just,
Yeah.
But, so, when it's all said and done, they went all in. It wasn't a lot of money. It was, I think it was $60. One player had $60. The other one had like $85, $90. They go all in. One turns over Jack 10 offsuit.
Oh God!
And the initial re-raiser, re-raiser had King Queen also offsuit. So these donkeys, they basically put their whole stack in with not even marginal. It's not even, I can't even say that's a marginal hand.
Yeah.
So I'm over here. I'm like, my eyes lit up. I'm like, this is gonna be fucking.
You're gonna clean up.
Clean up, But there's a little. It doesn't always work that way. When you play against people that have no clue.
It's grinders life. That's grinders life.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I'm in it for the money. I'm not in it to grind. The grinding is part of the process, but I'm in it. I want to at the end of the day make a profit. And when you can't tell a story to a donkey, when they can't see the story that you're playing as you're doing the betting, your betting sequence, it's really frustrating.
So what happened?
Oh well, it wasn't a good night for me.
Was it?
I lost. I bought in for like, I think it was $250. Because everybody at the table, that's another thing. Everybody at the table is buying for $100.
Yeah. You're dealing against guys that they don't want to put all their bankroll on the table, which sucks.
Exactly. So, but the thing is, they'll lose that $100 and then they'll buy it for another $100.
Yeah.
I remember
it sucks for them too because they really can't tap you. Whereas if they go in, with their full wad and you got $250 up there, they can take that
maximize on their betting. So basically, I'm like the reason I was talking about this is because they really thought it was such a difference. To be completely honest, I still haven't played in a minute. I don't want to go too crazy, but I haven't played in a minute in Puerto Rico. But comparing players from over here with over there, like you can see that here you run into players. Oh, this guy could play. This guy has a good sense of what he's doing.
But let me ask you though, you at the table there weren't tourists though? because when I went, there was a mix. You had locals, but you did have some tourists. There was like this Canadian Indian guy. I wanted to choke him out. He was so fucking arrogant.
Okay.
But he had about $600, which over there at a poker table, it's a lot of fucking money.
Exactly.
And he was just bullying everybody. He's fucking ass.
The times that I played, the majority were Dominicans. So it's donkey both ways. It's donkey as poker players and donkey as a race. But
whoa, Chris, what the fuck are you doing, man? Please, again, disclaimer time. The opinions expressed by Mr. Christopher Soto do not represent the entity of Breeze Shooters. Go ahead, Chris.
You know what? Let me take that back.
Yeah, thank you.
What? No. Don't say thank you. Just like you know what I'm gonna say.
Don't go Charlie Bronson on me.
When I say something like that, it doesn't really reflect what I think about the Dominican people.
What does it mean?
It means that it's what the general population think of the Dominican people. That's what I mean. I love Dominican people. They're cool. They're Caribbean. We're all family, if you ask me. But the generalization of the Latin community, like the dumb people of the Latin community are Dominicans. You never heard that?
No, never. Like equivalent to the Polish?
There you go. And the white people.
And I have Polish friends, so please don't take offense to that. I'm just going based off old stereotypes.
There you go.
It's a stereotype.
So in the white culture, the Polish are the dumb. In the Latin culture, the Dominicans are the dumb. It doesn't mean that I support these things. It just means that. So when I say donkey, I'm speaking as the people. I'm not speaking as myself. So your disclaimer really does not, I don't like that you put a disclaimer when I'm talking. Okay. It upsets me, Louis.
We don't want to do that.
No, of course not.
Obviously, we want to do it.
I'm going to take a sip of my drink.
But you were rambling about nothing, but you did touch on something. Moneymaker.
Yes.
Now.
What you mean rambling about nothing?
No.
Everything connected. Everything connected.
Good segue. Listen, Moneymaker.
Go ahead.
Because of his popularity, poker took off, right?
Okay.
Now, let me ask you, do you think in 20, 30 years that poker would be something that folks would want to watch on TV? Because all they're doing, it's the most boringest thing in the world if you don't know what the fuck is going on.
You want me to tell you something?
It's fucking boring as fuck.
I stopped watching poker on TV because I'm not getting what I want out of it. I don't want to see the winning hands.
You want to see the losing.
I
like
want
the
to
bad
see
beats.
everything.
Yeah, but I like the bad beats. I like seeing the bad beats. I like seeing the guys crumble. Guys that have all the money and then it's just dwindling down.
I'm a little bit more. That's more for an emotional. Like you get a kick out of it. I want to see all the hands. That's why these poker live feeds now. I love seeing them. Don't get me wrong. They could be boring because you're basically standing just watching a poker game, but I want when ESPN transmits these tournaments and stuff, the majority of the time, if not all the time, it's all the winning hands but I want to know what led up to it. What led up to this guy bluffing you? Because all we see is the bluff.
Yeah, you're right. And that is captivating TV.
There you
but
go.
In the poker tournament, that could be hours.
Of course.
Could be fucking hours. You could have probably pulled a move on them fucking maybe an hour into the tournament and showed your bullshit cards.
Exactly.
3 hours later, this guy comes and trying to clip you, and you got him. Yeah, no.
But that's the way I think.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching poker, but I'm saying like, the average person, like I could go on ESPN and turn anything on, and you got my attention for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Even bowling, no matter what it is, volleyball. They fucking were even televising. What was it, dominoes? Was it a domino?
Dominoes tournament. Yeah. That
shit was hysterical.
Yeah.
But they needed to do that up in the Bronx, South Bronx, where you get some real characters. But my point of circling back to your moneymaker comment was, have you heard of this thing called Mukbang?
Mukbang.
Yeah. So I'm in the house, right? And, I have my daughter. She's 13 years old. She keeps me hip.
Wow. Gabby's 13?
Yeah, 13. So I'm looking over her shoulder, and she's watching this girl, this Asian lady, just cook like a feast, Chris. Fucking pancakes like Uncle Buck. Remember the movie? Uncle Buck.
Okay.
And she's making this fucking huge feast. So I asked my daughter, I said, hey, what's going on here? Oh, she goes, she's going to cook this feast, and then they're going to eat it. I said, really? I said, what's so entertaining about that? She goes, no, people do this all the time. It's called mukbang. You just watch people eat. Chris, so if you go on YouTube, there are people that are getting paid for other people to just watch them eat.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then there's another one where you make these weird noises and people they chime in to watch us eat. So I'm just saying, it's changing the way we watch television, because these kids will stay on YouTube for hours. So I was thinking of a business opportunity.
Oh my God!
I'll stack some burgers. You eat. I'll record. And when you need a break, I'll give you a break. I'll edit.
You know me, it's all about the money, and it's fine. But just a quick thing. I'm sorry to take this not left, just a little bit left. But I think
isn't it always left?
You should investigate who your daughter's hanging out with. Because why the hell is she watching people eat? Dude, what the fuck is going on with this?
What's wrong with that, Chris? I think you're out of touch.
Are you serious, man? Are you telling me that I'm gonna if I see my daughter watch, or any of my kids,
I guarantee
any of my 15 kids watching a fucking
how many you claiming, though?
I'm claiming 4. But watching just people eat on you like.
But think about it. We do it now when you watch. What's that? Rachel Ray.
They're not eating.
No, but they're cooking. They're preparing the food.
That's different.
And then at the end they eat.
Yeah, but
now we're watching them eat from the beginning.
No, that's horrible.
Interesting.
No, that's not.
See the reactions on the face.
I don't know, Louis. If I was you,
I didn't have you sold on
I'll invest. I don't know. I know. With that, I'll invest some time in trying to find out my daughter's friends and who's where she's getting this from, because like I said, I love cooking shows. Mm-hmm. I love cooking shows.
Okay.
I love Rachel Ray, actually. She got a little bit chunky, so but
you tell the food is good.
And I watch Food Network all the time. But I'm watching because it's educational, because I'm learning how to cook something or what pairs with what. I'm not watching the fucking chink in the
Chris, whoa! Why are we going there with?
Because mukbang seems Chinese, so I'm thinking it's Chinese people.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know what it is, but brother, why are we going there?
No.
It's just people eat. It could be anybody.
No. In general, that's what the general population would say.
It could be a German. It's freaking German eating.
No, I'm just saying. It's not my like. I need to get something out of it. What is this? This is funny. This is funny. I would want to ask Gabby, what does she get out of it? That's an interview. You know what? For the next podcast, that's your homework, Louis. I want you to interview Gabby on your own personal time and ask her real in-depth questions, Lou. Don't just ask her why you watch this and no. Ask her what, the question. I don't want to tell you what to say, and mind you, I'm not telling you how to parent either. If I was in your shoes.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
No. I would never. No.
That's how I took it.
If one thing I gotta give you and your lovely wife is exceptional parenting, it's something to like I would put you guys in a parenting book, because you guys have done a great job.
All right, so I'm sorry, Chris. Let me give you. So quickly, I looked up. There's several channels that offer this.
Here we go. You still stuck on the mukbang?
Yeah. This is fucking interesting, Chris.
I'm more interested.
I think I found my thing.
Oh my god!
All right, so Shugi, it's a girl that broadcasts most nights.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
You said her name was what?
Shugi.
Can you what ethnicity is she?
I'm not really concerned with that. I'm more.
She sounds Asian, so my chink reference was okay.
Her trademark is rapidly eating up 4 spicy rice cakes in a single mouthful. Oh my God. She started broadcasting in May 2014.
This is the problem with society, Louis.
Oh man, look at this, man. Look at this. The DKD brothers. These guys have 2.89 million subscribers on YouTube, and they're famous for real sound.
That's the nasty shit. This is the problem with society, Louis.
You know what, Chris?
No, I'm serious. You need to have a conversation with your kid.
This is another person. Yunque Rainforest.
What the fucking? That sounds like a Jap. That's like
Yunque is a YouTuber who works in Japan with.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew it.
5.15 million subscriber. He's known as the Big Eater.
But you know what the problem is with this little series? You see, you mentioned the Asians. You know, me and you start eating, we'll get 15 followers. Because Spanish people don't want to see this fucking shit.
Bands.
Yo, Louis, this is fucking crazy, man. Like this is the problem with society. Once again, I hate to sound repetitive, but this is a fucking problem. How the fuck we gonna spend an hour even more looking at these fucking pigs eat, and then that we get nothing out of it. It's not even. There's no information like. If you want to see a cooking show, you want to see people watch a cooking show. Learn, at least you get something how to cook a meal.
All right, so I'm going to give you the origins of Mukbang.
The
origins of Mukbang seemingly started in South Korea, in which Mukja stands for Let's Eat and Bang Song means broadcast. He moved to South Korea in 2008 and became the first became aware of Mukbang in 2014, telling Today Food. Dining is a social activity, and you don't sit alone. So I guess in Korea, a lot of the workers, instead of eating by themselves, they would broadcast that so they wouldn't be by themselves while eating. So you watch somebody else eating, and it's like having that experience.
You know, I'm hearing every word you're saying, Louis. I'm hearing every word you're saying.
You hear every word I'm saying,
but
you just can't, because you know what, Chris? You're fortunate enough where you have people around you at all times.
Not at all.
Can you imagine always eating a meal by yourself? That got to be fucking depressing, dude. I'm going to slip my wrist.
I don't want to tell people where we at, but my lifestyle, most of I do eat alone. I don't have a problem with eating alone. You got to be really fucked up in the head to need somebody to look at you while you're eating. What the fuck is that?
It's to converse, Chris. It's the whole interacting.
That's the problem with society, man.
Has anybody ever told you you're the modern day Archie Bunker?
No, not at all. Not at all. You, my father got that. God rest his soul. But
Charlie Brunson.
I'm saying, when you eat, it's supposed to. That's sacred time when you're eating, and you enjoy your food. Every piece of it, every mouth, every chew, you enjoy it. I don't need 2.9 million jabs or chinks to look at me while I'm eating.
Chris, the Koreans, please, the Korean people.
It's all the same shit. After Asia, it's like after Texas, everybody's Mexican, man. Come on, stop it now. I got fucking Guatemalans saying I'm not Mexican, motherfucker. Yes. Come on, man. Salvadorians, all this shit. Everything after Texas, and even parts of Texas. You're Mexican, man. Come on, stop it. That's another thing. People gotta understand. Listen, it's a beautiful thing when you embrace the realities of life.
Yo, Chris.
What?
Chris.
No, it upsets me.
I
don't know where you get this stuff.
You're offending half of our demo, Chris. Half of our demo.
I'm not offending anybody. The truth shouldn't offend anybody. This is the problem. People too sensitive, man. The truth should not offend anybody. You should embrace it and live a happy life. And don't even think I'm gonna let this muck choy, whatever bullshit you talked about, mukbang, fucking go. I'm gonna have a conversation, and if I have to have a conversation with your wife, I'm gonna have a conversation with Gabby. Has to stop listening to this shit. She can listen to a cooking show. And she'll learn something.
And she does.
What the fuck is she learning from
No.
Bok Chai?
No, I'm saying... Chris,
there's no entertainment out of it.
All right, let me spin it another way.
Please do.
When you take mass transit, the Iron Horse.
Mass transit, yes. Best transportation out there.
Don't you ever find yourself eavesdropping on other people's conversation because it's interesting? It's not something in your circle. It's outside of your circle. Therefore, it brings you interest. Same way with somebody's routine of eating dinner. There's similarities. It's not 100. Is it unorthodox? Yes.
I see what you're selling. I'm just not buying it, Louis.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it.
You know what the problem is? When you're on the train, you need to be on the train because you're going from point A to point B. So... all right, fuck it. Let me just look at these fucking idiots on the train. That's fine.
Yeah, but
she's watching YouTube in her home, in her room, or whatever. You understand? You see, she's not forced to watch this shit. When I'm in the train, I'm forced to watch these idiots. Do what they do or whatever. Louis, I'm telling you, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, all right, so we're gonna agree to disagree.
No. You need to see it my way because I'm telling you, this is not entertainment.
Well, apparently they have 20, 30 million people that are watching this. Doesn't matter where they're from. There's interest, and it's popular in the States, Chris.
You know what?
Popular in the States.
I don't think it's popular in the States.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna look up, but see this. I like when we connect different topics. Mental health. This goes back to the mental health shit. If you have to film yourself, so millions of people see you, then there's something wrong. There's something missing in your head.
No, I think you're losing the point though. Initially, it was started just to provide companionship.
Yeah.
But a smart guy, marketing said, you know what? I think other people could enjoy this. Boom. Now you're missing my key thing here.
Well, what's that?
I'm trying to create a business avenue for us.
No.
I want to record you eating.
I have no problem with that.
But if you're countering what I'm saying by saying it's stupid, guess what? When I launched our video of you eating just fucking stacks and stacks of food,
see,
Chris.
It's stupid. But the majority of people are stupid, so we're good.
So now you're gonna double down and insult people.
110%. No. Listen, the mass. Listen, I've been reading a lot of books about how the masses thinks. The masses are idiots, and that's why you have 30 million looking at a fucking chink or a Jap
Chris,
eating fucking
Chris, you
seaweed or whatever.
You see what I'm doing? I'm taking the bottle and it's disappearing.
This is the thing.
The rum is disappearing.
What I'm trying to tell you is I'm all with the business side of it because we're tapping into the masses. The masses are idiots. And we got to tap into that because if we don't tap into it, somebody else will.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, only the strong survive, man. So I agree with the business point of it. I just don't agree with my niece looking at it, the fucking thing.
Well, Chris, you have you're ready. You're queued up. No. All right. I want to take this time to say happy birthday to my big sis, Letty. I love you. Happy birthday,
Letty. God bless you, man. I miss you, man. I miss my crazy Puerto Rican girl, Johnny. I love you too. Just in case.
I would also like to take this time to say happy birthday to Jenna, Shafiq's oldest daughter. Turning the big 2-0.
Stop it now.
Congratulations. Shake is old. Shake got
shit.
What is Shake like 53?
Shake lives like 62.
54.
I know his 401k is about to kick in soon.
You better be nice to him. Might need a loan. Happy
Jenna,
birthday.
God bless. Happy birthday.
And the next thing I wanted to touch on, I just want to thank everybody for joining in this week to Breeze Shooters podcast. Understand, though, the whole concept of this podcast is to keep things light. If you're a person that takes yourself too serious, then maybe this is not the right place for you.
Yeah. Change your channel.
Just come here, be lighthearted. Me and Chris, we are trying to entertain, and that's why we're here. There's nothing malicious. There's nothing but love.
Bring joy to people. If this hour or 45 minutes, it could bring joy or laughter to get you out of a state of mind that, because everybody's going through their things on, off, and and we're just trying to bring some light and some joy to everybody's day.
Yeah, I just think it's important to say that because sometimes we might get new people that don't know or understand this, but our crew is it's a United Nations. We have people from all walks of life, or at least my crew. But I want to say, please follow us and subscribe. It's really important for us to build up this momentum. We need you to subscribe to Breeze Shooters on iTunes, YouTube, or SoundCloud. We really have some exciting things coming up. Stay tuned. We're going to be interviewing Willie Sweets.
Willie!
A local comedian from Sunset Park, good friend of ours.
I'm going to go head up with Willie.
Yeah. And then we also have some other good interviews coming down. So please stay tuned. We are going to have a lot more coming on. And Chris, please take us out.
And the IG, we're gonna get on IG page soon. I'm going to put it out there.
All right, guys. What's today's date?
Today's date is Lou. I don't. Why you put me in the spot?
It says it right there on top.
No. That's when I took the. That's when, it's October 9th, Louis.
October 9th. Let's put the clock on to see how long before Chris takes care of this. This job.
That's a lot of pressure. Also, a little bit belated happy birthday to my young bro Kareem. I love you, Remo. I think he turned 37 or 38 or something.
He's been saying that shit for the last 18 years.
Yeah, you know.
He looks great, though.
You know, blacks don't crack. All right, people. I want to send you guys off with this. Depending on how we use our knowledge, we can be victims or we can be responsible masters of our personal dream. God bless. As always, love. Keep in touch. We out!
Breeze you to sign out.